thought today would be better for recording, but it's still warm. Europe has been stuck in a heat wave, but I finished number 33 a while ago, so welcome to new sketchbook tour. I also put some stickers on my new one. I got a Mary sticker from Eve, from one of my mutuals on Instagram, from Lily. It's really cute and sparkly, I hope you can see that. So here's the book that I used. It's a Canson Watercolor sketchbook from the Graduate series. I put some watch lists in here, I put some books that I read in here, more books and then games. I pretty much finished Soma and I'm still playing Lies of P, but I wanted to mark everything that I really like with pink, just for myself basically. But yeah, here's a swatch page. Here's Theodore from Bungo Stray Dogs with a dove or like a pigeon. I did the animal things a couple of times at some point, like the sketchbook and then also in my last sketchbook. Here's Jax from episode 8 of The Amazing Digital Circus. I just watched a final episode a couple of days ago when it came out pretty much. Here's some Soma ramblings. More Jax, and then some video ideas of something that I didn't even do yet, and then my Sona, and it's my C that I drew with acrylic markers on some tone paper, and I like how the green shines through pretty much. Got some taiyaki and wanted to draw some strawberry fish. Mimikyu, my Sona with some swirly stuff in the background. Really like this spread actually. And then some swatch page of some Artex markers that I got sent for video of this piece of my Apr-Jun with some bunnies, and I really enjoyed doing this one. I had so much fun drawing this. I think it's really pretty. I read The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim and I kind of liked it, but I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if I was a little bit younger. But I think if you want a thriller with some nice family moments in there in a way, this might be for you. Drew my OC Valentine with some eyes. Did some doodle requests. I think Bunny said a seraph, which is pretty fun to draw. I've never drawn anything like that before. I don't really draw angels that much. And then I have this whale shark here. I've never drawn a whale shark either. And then we have Sylvian and my friend's OC Spoon. Their handles up here. It's the Devil Wears Socks. Really like their characters. I think they're pretty cool. Here's my Sona and more Sona. I think this was with acrylic markers and this was with aqua markers. I think the spread is really cute though. Drew my plush lamp from my childhood basically. I still have it on my bookshelf, but its head fell off a couple of times. So yeah, I have this watercolor palette that I had for a while and I revamped it a little bit. Like I put these colors in here, and this is pretty much the palette. I don't know if someone remembers those Prima watercolors that people had a while ago, like 10 years ago or so, and then everybody was reviewing them. But yeah, so this was basically the palette, and then I put some in here. But yeah, I had it for a while, but I wasn't really reaching for it because I don't know. I want to use it more again though. Maybe also in a cafe or something, because it's so itty bitty tiny. Put a little kanji sticker on there. Some more OC spread, and I put Alan from Smiling Friends here to use up some space. Really like the spread. Some idea for a bigger piece that I still want to do at some point, but basically something with butterflies. And the eye thingies on... I'm not sure what the butterfly is actually called, but there's a couple of those with eyes on their wings basically. My my Sona, but with a fish hat. I was thinking about Manchester by the Sea because I always thought it was I always thought it would be a romance movie, and then I watched it and it was very much not that. But it's a very good movie. I did another collab piece for a collab with Enemy that I also have a video. I think it was like literally my last video, it was that. I really like this page. I had so much fun drawing Chart from Madoka Magica. I can't really think today, it's too warm, but I literally have her in my sketchbook. This is so nice. I don't know, I really like this. And then I drew Buffy for their birthday, same person that I drew Spoon for. And then another book that I read was I Love You Don't Die by Jade Song. And I think it's one of those that kind of has to marinate a little bit. You kind of have to sit with it a little bit because it's like, it's pretty depressing, but it's pretty good. Maybe I should have read it at a different time, but I was really excited for it because I really like Chlorine by Jade Song. And then I pre-ordered I Love You Don't Die. And I didn't want to have it sit on my shelf for ages. But there's something about a Hello Kitty lighter in the story that's pretty significant for the story, and so I wanted to draw Hello Kitty smoking. Yeah, my OC author, and I wanted to draw some weird dog thingy, so I basically just did that twice. I basically did the same thing twice, but I really like these two pages. It was allergy season, so my eyes were very itchy. And then I read Our Hideous Progeny, and it's basically Jurassic Park meets Frankenstein in a way. So I wanted to draw some lizard. Cover has some really pretty sculpts of alligators or crocodiles, I guess, so I wanted to draw something like that. So here's one in an egg, and I don't know, I really like this one though. I think this one's really my favorite. I actually really like this page overall. I think it's one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook, even though it's pretty simple. Saw this music video the other day, and it has this old lady eating radishes and having a nosebleed, and I wanted to draw something like that. So more radishes and mouse, bear, deer, cat thing. I want to do something with this creature, but I'm not really sure how I want this creature to look. If I want it to be a really big one or a really tiny one, like a actual mouse thingy, right? Because like I was thinking I could make it more like a cat mouse thingy, or this rodent type of thing. But yeah, I watched the final episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, and I wanted to draw Ribbit because she deserves better. More Ribbit. My Sona, and I finally did some digital art after not doing any for 2 years straight or something. More digital art for Art Fights. I wanted to prep a little bit for Art Fight because I didn't really have that many like actual references for my OCs, and Dinah never really had a proper reference in general, so I thought I should make one. And then I drew my OCC. And then there's the last spread of the sketchbook, and I drew Fyodor again because I started it with him, so I might end it with him too. And here's my Sona saying bye because it's the end. And here's more stuff that I watched, like The Amazing Digital Circus. Yeah, that's it. Stay hydrated. See you at some point.